Happy Friday, Flyers. I'm Julia Smith. Today, it's the virtual assembly for March 5th, 2021. We've had a long break due to the snow, and everybody's getting right back into the swing of things. There was a great game last night for baseball at Cicero Field, so here's Alyssa Montre on a limb to tell us more.
The Flyer baseball team picked up a big district win Thursday night by defeating North Webster 7-2 at Cicero Field. Starting pitcher John Shardar struck out 11 and only allowed 5 hits to raise his record to 2-0. Nick Pavlik pitched the 7th inning to close out the win. The Flyers got a 3-run double from catcher Peyton Thomas to get on the board in the 2nd inning. North Webster came back to make it 3-2 before the Flyers scored 3 runs in the 5th inning and added another in the 6th. Nathan Lorette had 2 hits to lead the Flyers, and Thomas Mikulski had 4 RBI. Connor O'Neill, Sam Swak, and Reagan Coyle also had RBIs for Loyola. Loyola is now 3-1 overall and 2-0 in the district. The Flyers will be back at home today when they begin a weekend series against Houghton. Loyola will play the Bucks at 5 p.m. at Cicero Field, and then a doubleheader tomorrow at Houghton beginning at 11 a.m.
We have a big lacrosse weekend, and so here's Will Rayburn to tell us more about it.
All right, so like Julia said, we got a big weekend coming up for lacrosse. Got a game tonight. We play Shreve. JV's at 5:30 and varsity's at 7. It's going to be a good game. And then we have a really big game Saturday against an amazing team. We play Catholic Baton Rouge. Varsity's at noon tomorrow and JV's at 2:30. So I hope y'all can all come out and support 2 very big games coming up.
Thanks, Will. We're really excited to see what the lacrosse team does this weekend. Here's Coach Leach to tell us more about the softball team.
We've got a lot of work that we still need to put in out at practice and during games, and there's things that we need to put into play during the ball games, but I'm excited about where we are and where we're going. We have a home game this Wednesday out at St. Vincent's Field, so come out and support us, and we've got 3 games this coming weekend out at Saline, so if you want to make the trip down to Saline, come out and support us then too.
Now here's our first rundown after 2 weeks off.
Good morning, Flyers. I'm Olivia Thompson, and welcome back to this week's rundown for Friday, March 5th, 2021. It's not often that we get a break due to extreme winter weather, but I think we can all agree that it was a great 2 weeks. M. Hussein tells us what our students did during our snow break.
Our Loyola family had a 2-week-long break due to the crazy weather conditions in Shreveport. Here's how our Flyers feel being back in the swing of things.
I'm excited to be back because we were all cooped up in our houses because of the snow, and I'm also excited because I'm graduating and we're all gonna go off to college.
Over the snow break, I just watched TV and I'm glad to be back with my friends.
I'm happy to be back after the 2-week break. Had a little bit of bumps and bruises, but just happy to be back with my friends and studying.
It's so weird that we were off for 2 weeks because we have only such a short amount of time left, but I'm really excited that we get to go to college soon. So.
I enjoyed the snow. It was fun while it lasted, but there were some parts that weren't very great, like staying in my house for a week with not good water. But I'm glad to be back, and some of the classes are a little behind because of the snow, but I'm glad to see my teachers and my friends.
We're glad to be back at school and excited to finish out the rest of the year. This has been M. Hussein.
Thanks, M. We hope everybody enjoyed the snow. Unfortunately, the annual style show will not be on this year. For the safety of the students, faculty, friends, and family, Loyola has decided to continue the show next year. Rose Carmody tells us how the seniors reacted to the news.
As we all know, this year has been different and difficult for all of Loyola. One of our biggest events here at Loyola, Style Show, has been unfortunately canceled. I went around campus to talk to the senior class to see how they feel.
I'm really sad about Style Show being canceled. I was looking forward to it since like freshman year.
After I heard that Style Show was canceled, I was pretty upset. It was something I've always been looking forward to for the past 3 years, being here at Loyola, so yeah.
I was extremely sad that Style Show got canceled. I've been looking forward to it for my whole life, really.
I was absolutely devastated when Style Show was canceled. Like, I have been, so hyped to go to that, and, I've heard a lot of great things about it, but I was absolutely devastated because I can't go to it now.
I'm really sad that Style Show was canceled because it was a great way to honor the seniors, and we've already gotten so much taken away from us.
Thanks, students. I know we were all sad by the cancellation of Style Show. This has been Rose Carmody.
I know we are all upset about the news, but we will hopefully continue the tradition next year. In other news, what's y'all's favorite type of cookie? Mine is definitely Oreos, and so is Betty Alford's. Betty gives us an inside look on our students' favorite ways to eat Oreos.
For as long as we can remember, the biggest argument has been which part of the Oreo is better, the cookie or the icing. I talked to some students to see which they prefer and why.
I like the cookie better because I just feel like the icing's too sweet. I like the cookie part of the Oreo the best because, I don't know, it tastes better.
The cookie because the icing just isn't good.
I like the cookie part of the Oreo better because I'm not a big icing guy.
The icing because it's just the best part. The cookie's not as good as the icing.
I'll tell you right now, the cookie is nothing without its icing. It wouldn't even be an Oreo. Ugh, no.
I like the cream more because it's so much tastier than the cookie.
Look, icing, cookie goes together. You can't have them just separate. You have to have them together.
Thanks, students, but preferably my favorite's the icing. This has been Betty Alford.
I didn't know there were that many ways to eat Oreos. Thanks, Betty. Speaking of sweets, what did y'all give up for Lent? I gave up Dr. Pepper, but I wonder what our students did. Michaela Huffman tells us what some of our flyers decided to give up for 40 days.
It's the start of the Lenten season here at Loyola, and while some students are faithfully abstaining from what they gave up, others are struggling a little more. I talked to some of our students to see how they're progressing through this special religious observance.
For Lent, I gave up soda, and it's been pretty hard because it's all I drink.
I gave up the sweets and social media, and social media was hard at first, but now it's not bad because I just deleted the apps, so it's good.
I gave up TikTok and Instagram for Lent because I'm on them a lot and I like to procrastinate, so I just kind of need to get out of that habit.
I gave up chips and salsa for Lent because I like Mexican food so much, and it's been hard. I haven't been into a Mexican restaurant in over a week now. It's been rough.
For Lent, I gave up bread.
Hope all our students are keeping their Lenten promises. This has been Michaela Huffman.
Thanks, Michaela, and good job to all of our students who are sticking to their Lenten goals. That's all for this week's rundown. Have a great weekend, Flyers.
Hello? Stop! I cannot do this.
The Delanator, it's all good, let me know.
Of the 35 student organizations at Levant...
I'll be on this year.
Nah, keep it rolling. Faith hosted a flyer... Wait.
Seniors, we're about to make an announcement for the big senior picture in the gym. Make sure to come grab Pop-Tart in room 200 and fill up this morning. Have a great weekend, Flyers.